What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back again with another Sister Wives video, and this one itself in particular is season 2, episode 9. So without no further ado, start off by hitting that freaking subscribe button, smash the like button, and now let's get into it.
Dean and I are at a point where I finally decided the leader has to make a decision and just say, okay, family, I need everybody to get on board.
At the same time, I made the decision, this is not right for our family, and we should not leave. It's going to tear our family apart.
No.
Interesting. The back and forth. I mean, listen, in the most recent video that I just made today of season 17, episode 10, I think, was it 12 or 11? Either way, though. Obviously, somebody said that the thing with Christine is that Meri and KODY went behind Christine and Janelle's back when it came to courting Robyn. Also at the same time, Robyn and KODY kissed when Christine was labeled truly, which is something that is not allowed. Okay, cool. You put those things together, the behavior is not acceptable. So I can understand to a certain degree why Christine has grown to be the way she is. But my issue is, despite their beliefs, their faith, I feel like Christine should have really expressed this so much more. We're in season 17 now. I think by the time I get to whichever season it is, right now I want to assume maybe by season 5, maybe 6, she should have been like, you know what, I'm out of here. Maybe even after season 3. Because obviously with Christine, from what I understand, it builds up and builds up and builds up. But of course, these are things that I'm going to find out the more we go. But as far as but the fact is this, though, is that if Christine knows she's someone that, if she knows that her love language is words of affirmation, she knows her love language is words of affirmation, and that is based around being reassured, being listened to, and being felt like she actually is being listened to. Obviously, that is a flaw that KODY did not look after. Not a flaw in her, but that's a flaw in terms of he didn't do his best to look after that. But of course, with KODY now, at the same time, he's got the mentality of that, I don't really have to love you forever. I don't really have to show you love forever. As long as you're my wife, you will look after my children, our children, and you will be here so we can keep the whole family whole. Leaving is not a part of the plan. That is the point of view that I've noticed with KODY in the most recent episode. You see what I'm saying? But obviously, in terms of this one itself in particular, I understand. I mean, listen, I'm still not a fan of Christine because I hate people that whine, to be honest with you. But at the same time, KODY has to do better at giving her reassurance. So therefore, she doesn't whine. Or let me not use the word whine. That's maybe a bit mean. KODY just needs to give her actual, attention, and then maybe it will simmer down. But we'll see.
We've all seen other polygamous families that they either grow up as like separate individual families, or when they get split up, they like cease contact. And we want to keep being able to say all of us are siblings.
That's such a good point. Because, in the most recent one, Robyn asks Christine, because you're now divorcing and walking away from the family, are you still going to make contact with myself, with Meri, with KODY, and also the kids so we stay all together? She said, at this moment in time, no, I just want to have my space. And that space only includes Janelle and Christine together and their kids. And this is one of the examples why it's not a good idea to have space in terms of the kids also coming with you or the kids being separated. Because when you got such a big family, it's always going to be easy to happen. Do you see what I'm saying? I mean, but at the end of the day, Christine is going to do what's best for Christine. There's no argument about it. That is the bottom line. But I think when it comes to the children, they've all grown up together. Yes, we now live in a society where they can all message each other via internet and whatnot. So they have that. But at the same time, if you create a distance between them, is it fair? No. But at the same time, is it fair for you to stay in an area where you don't want to be in? Is it fair for you to stay in an area where your family is not at and you want to move somewhere where all your family is? Fair enough. But it is a shame because some of the kids now are going to kind of miss out on seeing each other. But again, they are at an older age, but truly not so much. Maybe some others. But I like the fact that in this episode here that the kids don't want to be separated. They don't want to have this drift apart. They want to be together forever, you know? They don't want to be like other polygamous relationships that have had to split and then that's it. But hey, we continue.
Today that our offer on those 4 houses has not been accepted, so we don't get to have those homes.
So the reality is, honey.
I mean, listen, so basically, in a nutshell, this whole episode is in particular has been based on them house hunting. They've gone to Vegas. They've seen obviously these 4 houses that are pretty much right next to each other, and therefore fallen in love. So therefore they've gone for the bids in hopes that they're going to get the house. Now, obviously, when it came to going to actually seeing the homes, it was KODY, Meri, and Robyn, while Janelle and Christine stayed back with the kids and whatnot. Okay. Now it's crazy because they only had 8 days to find a place, I believe, until they have to move out along those lines. So obviously, as you heard right there, they've been denied for this for the houses that they have submitted for. Now, KODY did say that it is that was, I don't know if it's KODY or Meri, but either way, they did say that they didn't actually have the correct budget for it, but they were hoping that the finance would push through regardless. Clearly, obviously, it hasn't pushed through. So I guess onto the next episode and see exactly, you know, what exactly happens. But then again, there's still a minute left here. Give me a second. Let me see if there's anything else to add. 1 second.
Christine tells a story about her dad's dad moving all the wives to different states. They never got back together again. It just...
Now it's personal.
Yeah, now it's personal. Now I own the story.
Crazy, man. Crazy. It's crazy though, because at the same time, he did say that he doesn't want them to separate and then the kids become cousins rather than siblings, you know what I mean? Because it can get like that, can't it? It can really get like that. But, I mean, like the feeding of itself, the feeding can get like that. But at the end of the day, man, it's hard times for them, obviously, back then. I guess I'm going to find obviously how it all turns out, you know what I mean? But yeah, no, either way though, decent episode. I've said exactly what I needed to say. You guys let me know exactly what you're thinking down below in the comment section. But for me personally, one thing that I will say is that the move was definitely one of the beginnings of the end, because once you go from living together in a house to then not, it's always going to be peak. Once people start to have their own separations, their own little accommodations, and then KODY has to go from this house to that house to this house to that house, that's exhausting alone for anyone to do. And then obviously, you know, the wife is in her house, and the kids having to do this with that kid, with those kids, and then the other one's in that one. It's like all the wives of single parents, but they have that one guy that has to come over when he can. Which obviously, you know, I guess in the end got worse because KODY started prioritizing more being around Robyn's, or at least that's what I've been told. But I guess I'll find out within due time. But at the end of the day, man, like, it is what it is. But it is crazy to actually seeing KODY show emotion and crying, because this is like 2 episodes now, maybe 3 episodes in this season he's broke down, which is quite interesting. But you know, he's always holding his feelings back so much, you know what I mean? But I guess he has to, because he has to be strong, because he's the only man in the house, you know, in terms of being the leader. But hey, you guys let me know what you're thinking down below, and we'll talk about it. Thank you so much for your time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and peace.